You've seen the headlines, right? You've definitely heard the music. But behind the whole global phenomenon of K-pop is, well, it's one of the most sophisticated and powerful business systems ever created. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and decode that exact playbook.
So, let's ask the big question. What's really driving all this incredible success? I mean, is it just a bunch of catchy songs and slick music videos? The answer, as you might guess, goes a lot deeper. And honestly, it holds some profound lessons for leaders in pretty much any industry.
Because here's the secret. It's not about a single superstar artist or some lucky break. It's a meticulously designed, totally replicable system for creating talent, mobilizing audiences, and just straight up dominating the global market. And this system is built on 5 core principles. It starts with how they build talent, then how they mobilize their audience and command attention. And holding it all together is this deep commitment to integrity, which, as we'll see, creates this incredibly powerful leadership flywheel. Okay, so first things first, Principle 1, building talent. The big idea here is to completely stop treating talent acquisition like you're playing the lottery and start treating it like a high-tech manufacturing process.
I mean, think about the traditional way we hire, right? It's basically a hunt for that 1 in a million unicorn employee. Well, the K-pop model just flips this on its head. It says, why on earth would you hunt for unicorns when you can build a factory that produces them? And that is the core shift. Talent stops being this scarce resource you have to find and becomes a product you can systematically build.
And they pull this off with a super rigorous talent funnel. It's not just about hiring someone. It's this whole multi-stage process. First, they identify a huge pool of potential. Then they invest a ton of resources into developing everyone in the middle of that funnel. After that, they use objective data to filter for the absolute best. And this part is so important. They create humane off-ramps for the people who don't make the final cut. Your talent pipeline literally becomes your strategic R&D investment.
Okay, but how do you actually build talent at that kind of scale? Well, you systematize your secret sauce. You take excellence and you deconstruct it into small, teachable parts. You start hiring people for their ability to learn, not just for the skills they already have. You reward people who can skill stack, getting really good at one thing, but also being competent in a bunch of other areas. It creates these amazing T-shaped employees and a culture of intense, deliberate practice.
And this right here is really the main takeaway for any leader. It's a challenge to shift your mindset from being a consumer of talent to being a creator of it. Instead of just waiting around for the perfect person to show up, the real power is in building the system that can create that perfect person over and over again.
So, you've built a factory for world-class talent. Awesome. But even the most amazing talent is nothing without an audience. And that brings us right to the second principle, mobilizing that audience and turning them from passive listeners into a dedicated army of advocates.
And again, we see this huge, fundamental shift. The old model, it's a one-way street. A brand creates something, a consumer buys it. End of story. In the K-pop model, the audience becomes an active stakeholder. They are not just buying a product. They are investing their time, their creativity, their energy into a mission they feel like they are a part of.
And this is not left to chance, you guys. Fans are given clear jobs to do. Fandom is gamified with quests like hitting certain streaming goals. They create what's called a content pyramid to build intimacy, moving fans from, say, a public music video to a personal live stream. And so crucially, they design tribal totems, physical symbols like those iconic light sticks that give the entire community this powerful, visible sense of belonging.
This is just such a profound difference. An audience watches. A congregation believes and participates. And when your customers feel like they're part of a congregation, they don't just buy your product, they defend it, they promote it, and they feel personally invested in its success. Okay, with elite talent creating the product and a mobilized congregation ready to go, you have all the pieces for a massive launch. But how do you make sure the whole world is listening? That's Principle 3, commanding attention by mastering the rhythm of the market.
Most brands today are in this always-on mode, right? Just a constant fire hose of content, hoping to stay relevant. K-pop does the complete opposite. It uses a strategic pulse, a massive, concentrated burst of activity, which is then followed by periods of strategic silence. Why? To manufacture demand and build incredible anticipation.
Their release cycle is just a masterclass in building anticipation. It starts with weeks of teasing to build hype, all leading up to a launch day explosion of coordinated activity. But then comes the really counterintuitive part, a strategic pause. By going quiet, they build desire and longing, which transforms their eventual return into a massive cultural event, not just another product drop.
This really reframes the whole job of a modern marketer. Yeah, your title might be CMO, but your real job is movie producer. You're not just buying ads anymore, you're creating trailers, you're scheduling premieres, and you're orchestrating these huge, unmissable events.
Of course, this level of global influence and fan devotion, well, it comes with enormous responsibility. One single misstep can be absolutely catastrophic. And that brings us to the stabilizing force in the whole system. Principle 4, upholding integrity.
The answer here is proactive, not reactive, risk management. And this isn't just about having a PR crisis plan ready to go. No, it's about conducting regular ethical audits to find problems before they find you. It's providing robust mental and physical health support for your most valuable assets, your people. It's all about building a resilient organization from the inside out.
Ultimately, you just can't build a fortress of secrecy. In today's world, resilience is built on a foundation of consistent, ethical action. Your brand is defined by what you do, and when a crisis does hit, transparency is your single greatest defense.
So we've got systematic talent creation, a mobilized audience, pulse-pounding marketing, and a foundation of integrity. But here's the real magic. These aren't just separate tactics on a checklist. No, they connect and accelerate each other in a powerful, self-reinforcing engine, the leadership flywheel.
Now, for anyone who's not familiar with the term, a business flywheel is a really powerful concept. I want you to imagine a massive, heavy wheel. Getting it to turn is really hard at first, but every single push makes the next one just a little bit easier. And pretty soon, the wheel's own momentum is working for you. That's a flywheel, a system where every part accelerates every other part, creating this amazing compounding growth.
And here is exactly how the K-pop flywheel spins. It all starts with that heavy investment in elite talent. That talent then creates a superior product. A great product naturally attracts mobilized fans who then generate massive global attention. That attention creates the revenue you need to reinvest right back into finding and building even more elite talent. See? The wheel spins faster and faster with every single rotation, creating this unstoppable momentum.
This entire playbook leaves us with one critical question, and it's for any leader out there. Are you a time teller, someone who can just read the current results? Or are you a clock builder, someone who creates the system that produces those results day after day? The K-pop phenomenon is the ultimate proof that in any industry, the real winners aren't the ones who can tell time. They're the ones who build the clock.